Hello, my name's Dohren, and today I'm going to read and review my poem Pluto. Pluto. Am I the frozen dwarf or the god of the underworld? You decide. Dark white, but not quite grey. In my distracted distance, Renaissance awaits. There is no cradle without a grave, no evolution of understanding, cryptic rhythms notwithstanding, of that which is truly arcane, acknowledging all that is usefully insane. Release the chains of fear, the great revealer is here. Frigid, lost child of the sun, who do you say that I am? Everything as it used to be, or nothing the same as it was. To the minimalist, silver-tongued torturer, all art is self-portraiture, deconstructor of construction, in whose grip all die and become swallowed in solar absolution. Am I the frozen dwarf or the god of the underworld? You decide. Pale black, but not quite grey. Do not be misled by size, for the microbe brings down the man. I have my siblings lassoed, the metamorphosis of circumstance, in elliptic mission circle dance, virtual reality broadcaster, and indiscriminate puppet master. My eyes have all the measure of submission and subjugation. Keeper at the gates of delirium, what does your heart speak of me? Everything as it used to be, or nothing the same as it was. Precision touchpad sorcerer, sacred geometry conjurer, instructor of instruction. Stealer, healer of endings begun, the liberator of invention, rewilding the tamed imagination. Back in September 2018, I was invited with several other local poets to write and perform a piece of poetry at the Gustav Holst Museum in Cheltenham. The museum's been set up in the former home of the great composer, and one of his best known compositions, of course, is the Planet Suite, and each poet was assigned a planet that he or she was to write about. The poet would then perform their work in an assigned room to groups of visiting tourists. Now, I got Pluto, which initially was a little bit disappointing for two reasons. One, Pluto hadn't been discovered in Holst's time, and of course there is no Pluto in the Planet Suite. And secondly, Pluto has been declassified from planet status. It's no longer considered to be a planet. An ego being what it is, I would have preferred Jupiter or Mars, but Pluto it was, and on the day it was an absolute thrill to take part in this event. As it turned out, there were two poets who'd been assigned Pluto. So I shared a room in the house with Cheltenham's own Chris Hemingway, whose version of Pluto, I'm happy to say, was completely different to mine. And we were placed in the very room which is thought to have been the room that Holst was born in. So it really was an honour, and it was an awful lot of fun on the day. My approach to the poem was to veer away from a scientific geological description of the planet and highlight the astrological importance of Pluto. So this did involve a little bit of research, and I was relieved to learn that astrologers attach a lot of importance to this former planet. So there was plenty to get stuck into. But I'll leave you to do your own research on that if you're interested. Chris and I both agreed by the end of the session that we were both heartily sick of our own poems, having read them out so many times. And this is the first time for quite a while that I've revisited Pluto. And I'm pleased to say, you know, I've enjoyed seeing it again and reading it out again. So I hope you've enjoyed it too. If you have, please like and subscribe. And I will be back soon with more of my poetry. So until then, take care.